Hey guys, XJ9 here, and today's gonna be a right-click examine 110 rune crafting video for RuneScape. I'm gonna try to be very fast and brief here. We're getting 110 rune crafting. It's gonna be just like rune crafting and fletching, the +1 to +5 and yada yada, right? So what else? Yep. Let's go here. So pretty much we're gonna get tier 100 magic armor as well. They are not sure. It's gonna be masterwork armor. They're not sure if it's going to be tank or power armor. I will say that I do think it should probably just be like it's a little bit complicated because the one issue that's always bothered me is masterwork armor for melee. It's DPS, but it has a tank set effect. So I'm not sure if they should maybe go back and maybe make that a tank armor because no one uses it except maybe for tanking, I guess. So like I think they should probably just make that a tank power armor. I'm not joking. I actually think that'd be a giant buff because all of a sudden we get a ton of HP. Like no one uses it for DPS. So I think they should go back and just make Masterwork Armor tank armor. And I actually think they should like again like maybe Masterwork Armor should be like the tank armor of the game, but it should have an impactful effect. What the magic effect should be, like I don't know, maybe it should like for it depends on what robe they would choose. So here's like the tier 90 magic armors and like is this for the masterwork armor or is it so let's quickly see because I'm not sure if this is for the masterwork armor. um so this is gonna be the craftable armor, it looks like. And so masterwork armor, yeah, I'm not sure which masterwork armor. So I thought this was gonna be the masterwork armor. This is just the tier 90 magic armor that we're gonna get. So it depends on what they want to do. So I don't think it's gonna have an effect because the other ones don't, right? Do, 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 do. Um, I don't think it is because it doesn't have an effect, which is kind of a bummer. Like I don't know why not give it like a little something. Like it doesn't have to be crazy at all. It should definitely have an effect. So I originally thought this was the Masterwork armor because I was originally gonna say like, oh, if they went with the Grandmaster Mystic robes, they could make like a freeze mage type of build where like you want to use water spells, right? But apparently that's not the case. Apparently it's just a like again like does this really matter when no one's going to really use this anyway? Which is kind of a bummer. It's like we keep on making these craftable armors. Like I think the craftable weapons have some use, but like does the craftable armor even have a really use? Like not really. I would prefer like again it doesn't have to be crazy. Just put something. If you ever want to improve it, you can do that later. Like let's just say we made Grandmaster Mystic robes. You know, the turn 90 damage armor. Let's just make it. If you use water spells, you can deal frostbite to the enemy. Uh, I don't know, dealing a small bleed like 100 or maybe increases and um at I don't know like maybe once it reaches like 5 stacks, it does it bursts and I don't know like something so like I don't know like again it, it's just DPS, I know, but like I would do something more unique. But I'm just giving an idea. So overall, like, what do you want the tier 90 not magic armor to have? I don't think it really matters because no one's really gonna use it. Maybe for fashion escape, I guess. So, Mystic robes are kind of iconic to me just because I always remember peeking a set of Mystic robes when I was a young kid peeking with a range peer. Some guy went into with Mystic robes to Northeast Varrock peeking and I killed him, and I made it. Everyone was freaking out. I was like, "Holy crap! You just got like 200k." Um, that guy robes. I don't think really that's really iconic. Infinity robes. I don't know. I feel like they should either go with Mystic, Ancestral, Bloodbark. Bloodbark looks actually very good. If you look at Bloodbark armor, like here's the male model, it looks good. And here's the female model, it looks very good. Look at that slim waist that they don't do a lot in this freaking game for some reason. And same with ancestral robes. It's just, oh, like, here's a guy and here's a girl, right? And oh, look, that slim waist. That's all people ask for. I think they can do anyone, but if I was in charge, I'd be like, well, it depends on what set effect we're doing, but there's no set effect, so does it really matter? I don't know. If you go with these, Old School RuneScape might be more interested in the game, but at the same time, they might shit talk the game because it's like, why can we make ancestral robes, but it's garbage, Like, so I mean, maybe just go with the Mystic robes, honestly, because I just I feel like they would shit talk the game just because it doesn't do anything. Like it does. Like I do like these robes, but like I don't know. Will they even do it justice? So you might as well just go with a safer robe. I don't know. So that's my thoughts. It really just depends on what side effect they were to give it, but apparently they're not. Um, they could also do a completely different armor, but I don't know about that. I think that's showing like Pernix or something, which is kind of funny. Um, I'm pretty sure that's the Draculich with like a Pernix mask or something. Like, look at that. I'm pretty sure that is Draculich, by the way. Um, yep. So Masterwork Magic Armor, right? So what type of armor, magic armor should be used to break down the armor? Well, obviously Tectonic Energy, just like Malevolent Energy for what do we call it, Masterwork Armor. So Tectonic Energy. I mean, guys, let's look this fast. Let's look very fast, guys. Okay, well I have to put Trim Masterwork. My bad. I'll do this very fast. Trim Masterwork Armor. What is required to make it? Let's look at the plate body. I think it's just a bunch of metal. I don't think it's anything really unique. I'm just looking at the recipe. It's a little bit annoying to go through it. Wow, is that really is this metal? I thought. Yeah, I think to make masterwork you do need energy, right? Masterwork, armor, artistry. I looked at trim masterwork. Trim masterwork doesn't really require anything special. It's just make metal wool. I guess it should require some dragon hide or something. I guess, right? Because it was just bars. Maybe it should make like a hide that you can combine all the hides to make or something in a long process, just like glorious bars or something. Um, what? Does it not require malevolent energy? I thought Masterwork Armor requires malevolent energy. What? It doesn't? Oh, it's to make what? Am I crazy? So malevolent energy isn't at what the hell? Like what? Okay, so my bad. Apparently, it's not. According to the wiki, it's only used for malevolent armor. What? Really? I'm sorry, I sound kind of dumb, but you know what? This is guys. I guess I'm crazy. Um, yeah, I guess it's only for the undead components. So, wow. What kind of magic armor should we be able to break down this essence to armor? Well, guys, I guess it's gonna be easy as hell to make. So I don't know. Mystic robes, Ganodermic. I don't know. I guess no tectonic. For the longest time, I thought malevolent energy was required. I think I just remembered wrong because I remember when Masterwork Armor came out. I think what happened was everyone was going, "What the heck's the point of doing rots now when you don't need to do rots anymore?" But yeah, it's always use. If Masterwork Armor has a set effect, what should it be? And it should be tank or power armor. Again, preferably, I would just make it a tank armor set, and because we already have Elite Tectonic, I would rather make Amescut's robes, DPS robes, and yeah, it should just be tank armor. I think Masterwork Armor should always be tank armor, just because like all the armor we craft is always tank armor. You know, from crafting, it's like even the like ancestral robes, it's gonna be tank armor. Again, maybe we should just make the Grandmaster Mystic robes the tank armor because if old school people play this game, they're gonna be like, why did all these robes not DPS armor? And that's gonna be like a big issue because these will be tank armor. Um, so yeah, I would change Masterwork armor and Trim Masterwork to be tank armor and not power. And what should a set effect to be? Again, I think it depends on how it looks. Um, I'm not sure. You know, to be honest, I give suggestions and I can really care less at this point. I don't feel like thinking for an hour. You know, if someone asks me, I can come up with something, but you know, some tank armor effect, guys. Any cool items to be part of this armor? I don't know. What the heck's a cool item? Get some niche item, I guess. Exquisite urns. What gems should be used for each exquisite? urn. So we're gonna need a new porcelain clay, Everlight and mineable 100 mining. See, this is pretty cool. I like that it's not just use clay. Like there's actually a new clay. So once you get 100 mining, this is like a new money making method. So already this is already pretty interesting because like this this more interesting than like it's crafting, but it also requires mining, which is kind of cool because we also we did the mining update, but that's pretty cool that they're actually putting like you can't just use the existing clay in the game. Um, so you also you need this porcelain clay and a gem. What gem should be used for each exquisite urn or gems? Honestly, maybe just all of them. So let's look at gemstones, RSG gemstones. What type of gems? How many are there? Like maybe the core ones or something. Um, hmm. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hmm. One thing I would think would be cool is if like you would have to make the process not so tedious. So I think it's opal, jade, red, topaz, sapphire, emerald, ruby, diamond, dragonstone. It would be so that's eight total. Wait, is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, eight. There's eight gemstones total. It would be kind of cool if you required all eight gemstones to put be put into an urn. And then you can act like so you would fire it up. Like so, I'm assuming you'd probably just fire them up and then start putting them inside, like all the gemstones inside the urns. I would maybe make this process a little bit better. Maybe upgrade the gem bag. So the gem bag, it would be kind of cool if you could store like let's say I don't know like 50 of each gem, right? Which I think you could do already, but regardless, so like, let's just say you could store the gem bag. Like guys, you know what? Let's get this gem bag. Does it already do this? Is gem bag upgraded? So the gem bag can't actually hold the other three crystals for some reason, which is a little bit weird. So I would probably go back and fix that. There's also the Artificer's Measure, which can hold gemstones, so that could be interesting too. Can the Artificer's Measure hold gemstones? I don't know. Hmm. That'd be pretty cool. So yeah, my idea would be make because yes, you could just make it simple and just make it on sapphire, emerald, ruby, diamond, dragonstones as the way to because if you okay, so let me feel this as the way to uh upgrade the urn. So like here's a unfired the fired urn, I guess, and then you would put the crystals in after, or maybe I don't know sure if I'm not sure if you're supposed to put in the crystals before you fire or after. But yeah, here's the five of them, but there are wait, where is this? Where is this? This there. There's three other ones: Topaz, Jade, and Opal. And like, are these annoying to get? I don't think so. I think these are pretty easy to get the gemstone mine. Just it'd be kind of cool to have like a new way, thing to do. Like, oh wow, these actually have like a use, like a high end use. So I do think the gem bag should be upgraded to have all eight of these crystals. And maybe if you put it in the artificer's measure and you have the artificer's measure on, so say I have 28 unfired urns in my inventory and I have a full artificer's measure, you go make the process 28 urns decorated. You put the gems all eight into each through the artificer's measure, and maybe there's a big bonus because you have an artificer's measure. Because like I think we should be encouraged to have skilling offhands. There should be like a nice effect with it. So that'd be cool. Does exquisite sound fine? I like exquisite. Parvos, yeah, I like exquisite. I think that's fine. Platinum jewelry and anklets. So we're gonna have a new platinum jewelry, platinum ring, necklace, amulet, and an anklet, which is gonna be the foot slot, which is quite interesting. Um, mine's gonna have a new ore, platinum ore, which is pretty cool as well. So again, like this is kind of like a mining update at the same time. Uh, which effect should each of these enchanted jewelry have? I don't really know, honestly. Like, what more could we have? I could think of something, but do I care to right now? No. Should Inklet follow existing jewelry slots, or do you think it should be something niche? Um, it depends. I mean, I guess it would be too much work to make like an Inklet slot for every other gem. I guess it's just gonna be unique for platinum. Again this is probably just gonna end up being some clue scroll stuff or something, guys. Um, should any of these types be charge based? Should any of them be charge based? Bro, I don't really care. These dragons. Should we use another gem? Maybe you can combine again. Like I kind of like the idea of like I'm getting tired of everything just being Dragonstone, Dragonstone, Dragonstone. Like I think the other the other gem should have like a benefit. Like who knows? Maybe with the artificer's idea, maybe instead of doing that, maybe there's a process to like chisel all 8 gems into one gem. Like so all the 8, the topaz, the ruby, sapphire, all the way to dragonstone, you make it into one gem. You know, and then this gem is what goes into platinum druid. This one gem is what goes into the urn. Like maybe I kind of like I just don't like it. It's always about dragonstone. I really don't. I would like it if it was more long term. Like, oh wow, like these low tier gems aren't just worthless junk. Um, quality of life updates. So lowering grand makes crafting level requirement. Potentially removing the chance to crush gems and simply making an optional action, even doing away with R and not ready on Urns names to make them clear to read. Um, yeah, the R and NR thing actually really annoys me. Whenever I interact with Urns, are actually very confusing. I agree. This is actually very confusing. Um, yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. So overall, I think they should incorporate all the gemstones, not just Dragonstone. I think it'd be really cool if you could make one big gemstone. And yeah, I would just do Mystic Robes because it's tank armor and there's no set effect, so like it's honestly like a disservice to these two robes at the old school RuneScape. And yeah, tank armor, the Masterwork armor should just be tank armor with a tank set effect, and Trim Masterwork armor should have a tank set effect as well because it is a tank effect on DPS armor, and it was given that way because Jax was too scared of being power creep, and then all of a sudden they did 5 gallons of power creep. So yeah, that's it. Bye. Tell me your thoughts.